Pardon me, but if I may, I would like to speak to you. Maybe you have noticed too, our dogs have learned to care. You can see it in their eyes, you can hear it in their sighs. Winchell mentioned it today, they are very much that way. My dog loves your dog, and your dog loves my dog. If our doggies love each other, why can't we? My dog's a he-dog, and your dog's a she-dog. I wish you loved me the way that he loves she. Don't they look sweet every time they meet beneath their favorite tree? My big Airedale wags his little tail to tell your terrier he's crazy to marry her. My dog loves your dog, and your dog loves my dog. If our doggies love each other, why can't we? Your dog loves my dog, and my dog loves your dog. If our doggies love each other, why can't we? All night he's whining because he keeps pining to be with her the way I'd like to be with you. I take him out and he runs about to see if she is in sight. By his nose he knows every place she goes. He calls to her, bow wow wow, I love you, and how wow wow, my dog loves you.
Coming to you live from 25 North Court Street in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, it's My Talented Friends Live!
My talented friends, the very talented.
Well, howdy, y'all.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you, the Werners? You guys having a good time?
Yes, we're having a great time. It's such a
We got a big tech upgrade thanks to Dan McGregor. We got new fancy cameras.
Yeah, this is wonderful. Little new setup.
Sound. What'd you say, Nick?
It's a new setup for us. We like it. Thank you, Dan.
Yes, Dan McGregor is a genius, and we're very proud to have him here. And Nick and Stacey, I'm so excited as always to do the show with you. We'll check with you guys in a few minutes, shall we?
All righty.
See you in a bit.
All right. Mwah, love you. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, look at this. Look at the high fidelity here. You can really see all my action moves now, which you were missing before. Welcome to My Talented Friends Live. I'm your host, Chris Gibson. My friends call me Gibby, and I hope you will too. And before we get any further, we're just going to lay it out. We here at Open Stage believe that Black Lives Matter, whether they are trans, cis, queer, or straight. Black Lives Matter. And we must acknowledge that we are broadcasting this evening from the unceded lands of the native Susquehannock peoples. And when I say we, of course, I don't just mean the royal we. I also mean my beautiful and talented and lovely spouse, Miss Rachel Landon. Look at it. Look, you got a new camera too. You look lovely.
I got my fancy jacket on.
That is great.
It was $1. You can believe it.
It's very sparkly.
It's very sparkly.
Hey, you know what, Rach? This is our 11th show.
It's our 11th show.
Nobody ever celebrates the 11th show.
Happy show anniversary, honey.
Chin chin. Selena, cilantro.
Mm-hmm.
You know who else is here with us this week? Chad Michelson, back there, man in the boards. Hey, Chad, how's it going?
Hey, doing all right, man. Doing all right.
Good, good, good. You've got your work cut out for you this evening. You've got so many furry pics to deal with, right?
I do a lot of furry pics of animals.
Of animals. There's
animals.
other furry pics that you have that we're not. This is not what the show's about.
No, keep that PG-13 rating. Stuart says so.
That is right. That is right. Now we're doing furry pics because, of course, this is the show called My Furry Friend. This is our furry theme, and if you aren't back at home, if you're not familiar with what's going on, we have a Facebook group, a My Talented Friends Facebook group. You can jump on there. It's very exclusive. You must ask permission, and then Chad will give you permission. It's that simple. But if you go to our page, you will see that people have been posting pics of their adorable animals for a couple days now, and we are calling this the Cuteness Thunderdome, right?
Cuteness Thunderdome.
This
The
is
pet with the most likes can get on air.
indeed. This is a competition, not an exhibition. And this is something that Chad, that you and I were supposed to talk about before show. We did not. We have done zero planning.
Yep.
Just realized that. So this will be exciting. But at the end of the show, we're going to bring up the 5 most reacted to shots in the group. So Chad, that's what I need you to keep an eye on towards the end of the show. We got to know who the leaders are. I want to see the 5 most reacted to. I don't care what I said in the rules. It could be hearts, it could be cuddles, it could be likes, whatever. As long as they've got a lot of reacts, the 5 biggest reacts are going to get up here. So if you're watching the show live, you need to get into that Facebook group and like all of the pictures that you like or love them, or even an angry react counts as a react. So that's okay.
Why would you get angry at any of these cute animals?
Well, I don't know. Some people hate cuteness. And let me tell you something about the Cuteness Thunderdome. It's an adorable melee. This is a sport, and only the strong will survive. Only the strong, as a matter of fact. So, Chad, you go ahead and keep curating and collating the furry pics, and Rachel will put them up through the screen as the show goes on. Thanks, Chad.
You got it, sir.
We love it if you would subscribe to us. If you're watching on YouTube, please, click that little subscribe button, or the notification bell helps too. And if you're on Facebook, join our Facebook friends page, friend us, join the group, share, spread it as if it were an infectious disease. And also, we are bringing this show to you free of charge over the internet. We're not charging you a dime, but we are providing you with world-class entertainment, and we would love it if you would share your gratitude with our performers. We'll provide their tip pay points and make it easy for you to open up your digital wallet and contribute, because these are artists after all. And it's not easy to be an artist in this economy. Hey, what a group of artists and talented people we have lined up for you tonight. This is a heck of a show. This is a lot of a show. I should stop talking and we'll get to the show. But first I want to talk about who's going to be on it. Vesta Rash.
Oh, love her.
Love Vesta. Vesta is going to be doing her dog show segment. We've got Jeff Luttermoser here from the Humane Society. Karen Ruch will be teaching us all about trap, neuter, release. Brent Lipscomb is back from the movement Harrisburg to protect all peoples. And Jason Fickley, my cousin, is going to show us a little bit of his hidden Pittsburgh, which should be exciting. Naturally, it's my furry friend, so we're going to have Liz Cass and the bird of the day. That'll be back. The Cuteness Thunderdome will happen at the end of the show. 5 cute animals walk out. Only one. They all walk in, but only one walks out. We're not going to hurt any animals. No animals will be hurt, but their pictures will be just
Judged
harshly and tossed aside. So that is, just know that that's going to happen. And of course, we'll have a song from the Werners, as we always do. But first, to get this show started, we've got to go to our new news segment.
All right. Hold on a second. Wait. Here we go.
What happened?
That happened.
This is just getting, it's getting so good.
Best one yet, I think.
It's getting so tight. Okay. So Stacey, you're gonna start us off with our first story tonight. So go for it.
This just in. In Vermont, a skydiver's prosthetic leg was found by a farmer in a soybean field. The $20,000 limb was only 2 months old and was lost during the adrenaline-fueled jump. Faced with having to use a wheelchair if the limb remained lost, the skydiver reported being incredibly grateful, admitting that it would never have been found if the farmer wasn't outstanding in his field. That's a real news story.
This was written brilliantly.
Only the hard-hitting news here.
Hard-hitting news. That one's from the Patrick Hughes. Patrick Hughes put that one together. Nicely done.
I believe, right?
This next story comes to us from Jason Fickley. The National Hockey League resumed play over the weekend with teams confined to the so-called bubbles that were set up in Toronto and Edmonton in order to keep players and coaches from contracting the coronavirus. And I'm really curious to see how that went. Do we have any footage? Do we have a clip?
We do, Chris.
Wow.
It's intense.
Look at those. That's some talent there if I've ever seen it.
That's a thick bubble.
It isn't a bubble.
It looks very, very safe.
What is this sport? It's like field hockey, but on ice? Is it just ice?
It's like field hockey on ice under glass. Yep.
With men. Great. I can't wait to watch that when this is all over. Shall I read the next story?
Sure. Why not?
This just in. Burger King recently announced that it has begun testing the use of meat produced from cows that fart less in order to reduce global methane emissions. Cows with higher flatulent levels have already been claimed by the burger chain Sonic.
Famously farty burgers at Sonic.
Yeah.
Or at least it's famous in our house.
I think that's how they jettison themselves on the skates.
Oh, yes. Methane propulsion, indeed.
They don't even need to push. They just right through there.
Right. Yeah. Rocket Cows. So I don't know if Rocket Cows, Elton John's big hit. This is an interesting thing that happened. A new retrofit to San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, and there's no Golden Globe Bridge. The Golden Gate Bridge, of course, the famous Golden Gate Bridge. There's a new retrofit to it. Rachel, this is what I'm trying to say. And it's causing distress and anxiety to area residents living as far away as 3 miles. It seems that the installation of new railing slats along the iconic bridge's bike path have begun to vibrate and produce music due to gusts of wind that regularly blow across the bay. The music is proving to be disruptive to some people and to some animals. Park Ranger Gary Stedman says, we've heard that it's painful. People are calling emergency services saying that it's too loud and too droning, and it's causing headaches and dizziness. And here's a short clip of the music that's causing the disturbances.
White shirt, now red,
no, that's wrong. No, Rachel, that can't be right. No. Take that off the screen. No, we would never make fun of Becky Eyelash. That's not. I think that's a miscommunication somewhere.
Are you sure it isn't? It's windy. All right, if you don't know that song, the joke didn't land.
No, it landed. It landed hard. Especially for our viewers in San Francisco.
It landed hard, baby. Yeah.
Whoa!
We got a comedian over here.
You better look out, Stacey. That anchor position.
I know.
It's tenuous at best.
Hey, guys, that was our news segment.
I thought it was very informative.
Oh yeah.
That happened.
And did it? Well, that went very well.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Compared to what we typically do here, I would say we're providing quality entertainment. So thank you to the Werners and to Dave Richwine and Jason Fickley and Patrick Hughes for that biting news commentary.
Yeah.
I think it's time to move on, though, to what the folks showed up for, which is our furry friends, naturally. And starting off, I mean, if you love dogs, you love dog shows. I do.
Who doesn't love dogs?
If you don't love dogs, why are you even watching this show? There's going to be a lot of dogs. I'm just going to say that right now. And nobody knows dogs better than our very own Vesta Rash. Vesta Rash, our dog show friend, is with us tonight. Hey, Vesta.
Hey.
Where are you in the world?
I'm right outside of Rochester, New York right now, doing some house sitting.
Rochester, New York. You know who comes from Rochester? Dan McGregor.
Oh, really?
Yep, he's a Rochesterian.
Nice.
He is. His family's there. You probably ran into them. All the McGregors wandering around there. Are you doing a dog show in Rochester?
No, I am currently house sitting for people I've worked for. I lived here for 5 years out of college, so it feels a little bit like being home. But right now, the next dog show isn't for another few weeks, which is very odd because normally I'm at a dog show every weekend. Normally Monday and Tuesdays are my off days. So
would this be dog show season? Is this what you would call dog show season traditionally?
It's all year. Pretty much the only time we really have off is the 3 weeks around Christmas and New Year's.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
All dog shows all the time.
Yeah, and we live actually in Pennsylvania is a great spot if you want to show dogs because you generally can choose like maybe 3 dog shows every weekend within 5 hours of home, which is nice.
Wow.
In California, it's you do a lot more driving. There's a lot more distance between shows, but yes, there's a lot more than people think.
Well, that's crazy. I had no idea. I spend all my time in this theater. I don't get out much, so don't let us out. So I look forward to when that comes back to being a little bit more frequent.
Me too.
But
Me too.
You provided us with a little video about sort of like the state of dog shows right now. Is that right?
Yep. Last week was our second dog show back. So very exciting. I was going to do some clips from the first week, but there were a lot of kinks that needed to be worked out.
Hey,
a lot of out of shape people.
That is basically the tagline for this show: kinks that need to be worked out. You know what, Vesta? You know we love you so much. We miss you dearly here at the theater, and we thank you so much for providing us with this beautiful video. Love you, friend. Mwah.
Miss you tons.
Miss you so much, and we're gonna go ahead and run your tape. Okay.
Perfect.
Thanks, Vesta. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
The crowd at Madison Square Garden has been waiting for the Golden for quite a few years. They're very happy.
This is very exciting.
We're down to 4.
Daniel, the Golden Retriever, takes the sporting group.
Look at that move by Daniel.
And the garden goes wild. It's Karen Mamano handling the dog for owners Tammy Tomlinson, Jim Cohen, and Robert Semillos.
There's a good look at the
awesome.
focus. And the crowd loves the replay.
I'm so excited for them. Champion Hill House, Jan.
Are you excited to play dog show? Are you excited to play at the pet show? Good boy. Good boy.
Hi everyone, this is Vesta Rash. I am currently in Canfield, Ohio at the second dog show back since quarantine, which is awesome. This show is the only show in the country right now. Normally there are about at least 5 shows throughout the country every weekend for people to choose from. So this is really exciting because we have people from all over the country. We have a lot from California, some Washington, and of course everyone from our own backyard. So every day, Thursday through Sunday, there are between 3,000 and 4,000 dogs entered, which is incredible. You don't see numbers like that ever, pretty much. Right now it is currently downpouring, which is always fun. So it's a lot of mixed emotions this week between trying to maintain social distancing, mandatory masks everywhere, different ring procedures to make sure that precautions and safety guidelines are being followed, but also taking care of the dogs when it's downpouring and making sure everyone looks their best, even though it's soaking wet and muddy and all that good stuff. But it's nice that even despite all of the disgusting weather and bad schedules and getting up extra early because of all the dogs, everyone's still smiling behind their masks, everyone's still having a good time.
Well, that was a punk rock dog show if I've ever seen one. Those dogs were rocking out. Vesta Rash, what an incredible opportunity. Thank you so much, friend, for providing those lovely dog pictures. And oh my gosh, it is Joey B. It's just raining dogs right now. Hey, you know what? If you want to support Vesta, it's hard to be an artist. It's hard to be a dog show handler, groomer, all that stuff right now. So go open your digital wallet, visit the PayPal app, and throw Vesta Rash some cash at vestarash@gmail.com on the PayPal. Welcome latecomers. If you're just showing up, you're late. Mm-hmm. We're not mad at you. I just wanted to let you know.
But we don't mind if you're late as long as you come.
Whoa. Wow, I just got to walk that one off. I love it when my co-host talks dirty to me. Welcome, latecomers. This is My Talented Friends Live, being broadcast to you from Open Stage here at 25 North Court Street in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Please join the chat room. There's so much going on. What's his name? Chad Michelson is moderating the room, looking for pictures of your cutest pets. If you want to enter your pet, the cutest pet pick, into the Cuteness Thunderdome, you better do it now.
Wait. We have a.
Oh, Cuteness Thunderdome. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's like an adorable massacre. It's like a cuddly, bloody mess. It's the Cuteness Thunderdome is coming up later, and if you want your pet pick to be in a contender, well, you better get it into the Facebook group as quickly as possible, or just, you're going to have to get in. You're going to have to join the Facebook group, and you have to post that pic so people can react to it. They can love it or like it. As long as there's a react, that counts as a vote. And at the end of the show, whoever has the most votes walks out of the Cuteness Thunderdome with all four paws. Okay, so Brent Lipscomb is here with us. He is often here with us, and he shares the goings on here in Harrisburg with the movement Harrisburg to protect all peoples. And so we are very, very happy to welcome back to the show our activist friend, Brent Lipscomb.
Good evening. First, I'd like to start by thanking Open Stage for allowing me to come on this platform once again to talk about the movement, to talk about social justice, and to just offer a time to allow us to be able to reminisce on what's going on, what's happening, and how can we change society. So I have a couple of questions for you to start off. You ready? Drum roll. Did you know that we're in a global pandemic? I bet you guys did know that. You're wearing masks every day. Not only are you're cleaning your hands more, you're trying to be more clean, you're Lysoling the house, and all of these other things to make sure that you are as clean as possible and that no one gets sick. First, I'd like to start off by saying, please follow CDC instructions. Please make sure that you're masking yourself when you're outside. Please make sure that you're washing your hands as frequently as possible, because these issues are not only issues that are meant to help you, but they're meant to help others. Did you know that the African American community is disproportionately affected by this global pandemic? These issues are prevalent not only because of our African Americans facing a global health pandemic, but they're also facing a racial pandemic, which is really, really, really depressing. And I say that because of this pandemic of racism has been going on for 400 plus years. And now we're at this pivotal point where African Americans and marginalized communities and people all around the world are coming together to say, this has to stop. This can no longer take place. So what can you do? How can you get more involved? What is your job, or what is your role in this movement? I'm going to leave that question to you. But I'm also going to charge you to do a couple of things. I'm going to charge you to speak on this topic and not let this topic be a conversation for a moment, but let it be a conversation for a movement, which means it's a conversation that is prevalent and relevant at all times, because change doesn't happen overnight. It's something that takes time. It's something that we continuously talk about and we continuously work on. The movement itself is working on policy revisions. We are also getting to a point of transparency and accountability, two major elements in local government and in government on a federal and state level as well. And that's important because of change doesn't happen until we're able to hold the people that are representing us accountable. Last week we had a town hall meeting that was a true success. I want to tell you today, keep your focus, stay committed, and we'll find a solution.
Yeah. Oh, well, Brent, thank you. I apologize. Rachel made me a producer for the show, so I accidentally punched a button and put some things up on the screen. Sorry about that, Brent.
Don't touch anything.
I'm not supposed to touch anything,
Yeah.
so that's why they put the glass in my hand, and then this one is for leaning. So Brent, Brent, I always mess something up with Brent. Brent, I love you dearly, and thank you so much for providing us with another update for the movement, HBG. You can help Brent and the movement by opening up your digital wallet and going on Cash App, $ Brent Lipscomb. That money goes directly to Brent, and Brent is running the movement. So please do your part. Help a man out. He's trying to do good work. Anything you can do to help him would be appreciated. And speaking of those who help to do good work, how about our sponsors, Rach? We always love to acknowledge and thank our sponsors when we do this show. We could not do the show without them. And so thank you to all of our sponsors. And if you would like to help out with what we're doing here, go to openstagehbg.com and contribute. You can donate right there. And also tip Brent, Cash App at $ Brent Lipscomb. How about furry pics? Do we have any furry pics to show the people?
Yes.
This is not the cuteness thunder. No, This is not the dome. This is just a preamble. This is just an amuse-bouche, if you will, sort of a will you?
Yeah.
And sort of just a warm up, couple of pics to get your blood pumping. Some couple of cuties out there for us, Rich. You got some?
We have, this is from Eric Urkel. I'm not sure how you say
Eric
that.
Urkel down in Orlando, Florida. My dear friend Eric, look at those babies.
This is if you've ever had or you have dogs, you know that they get first dibs on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So too bad if you want to lay down and stretch out.
Well, that's part of owning a dog. That's just that's a given.
This is Werners. This is from JT and Kiera.
Oh my goodness, down in Houston, Texas.
Yes, look at the bed.
Werners. That dog needs a bigger bed.
Yes. Okay. This is Dudley from Liz Graven.
Also in Houston. Dudley, I was told that this picture was taken by a 7-year-old, and honestly, I could not have done better.
Great job.
And he's a cute guy.
Here's one of our front runners. This is from Chad and Jason. This is Moffat.
Sir Moffat. Gosh, I love this dog. I love both these dogs and both those boys down there in Orlando, Florida. Hi, Chad and Jason. Thank you for sending pics of your beautiful dogs.
Yeah.
Should we go to commercial?
Oh, I guess so.
Well, this is a time for you at home to pay close attention because we have some very, very important announcements for you. And we'll be back after them. With the superior selection of pet foods, treats, and supplements from which to choose, at Abrams & Weekly, we strive to meet the needs of your beloved pets. We give sound, individualized nutritional advice. We offer professional pet grooming services in a calm environment. And we assist pet owners in finding the necessary resources to keep your pets happy. we carry a wonderful selection of premium, human-grade, holistic, and healthy food and treats, including raw and freeze-dried diets. We also have toys, beds, crates, training aids, and grooming products. While most of our products are geared towards cats and dogs, we offer rabbit, guinea pig, caged bird, and wild bird feeds, as well as litter and animal bedding. Visit us online at abramsandweekly.com. If you don't see a product on our site, give us a call at 717-232-3963. We may have it in stock, or we may be able to order it for you. Why pay shipping costs when you can shop locally? Abrams and Weekly, a trusted name in pet feed and supplies, serving the greater Harrisburg area since 1985.
Coast to coast, they love The View. The New York Times calls it a fresh perspective. It's got plenty of energy and sass, says The Hollywood Reporter. And from TV Guide, cheers to a promising newcomer on the daytime stage.
Hi, I'm Stuart Landon, producing artistic director at Open Stage, and I am really excited about a new show that I'm working on with my friends. You've heard about The View, and I've always been somewhat of a fan of that lovely show. And I've gathered a couple of my fabulous gay friends. We're going to talk about all these things that are gay and fabulous and fun. So we're going to have a lot to chat about, a lot of hot topics, and a lot of special guests. Me, Matt, Dave, in The Obstructed View, right here on Open Stage's channels, Facebook, YouTube. It's going to be great.
Hello! Today, we're talking about the tri-colored heron. This bird used to be called the Louisiana heron. It's native to the coastlines of the Americas, and in the Atlantic region can be found in the northeastern U.S. all the way down south to Brazil, and the Pacific region can be found from California to Peru. And so this bird is really obviously very cool and excited to be here this weekend. So I hope you have a great one. And don't forget to put a feather in your cap. Boop! This bird is intense like this. The bearded vulture. Seems more to me like a handlebar mustache, but... Anyway, this bird lives in parts of Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Think mountainous regions like the highlands, like the Pyrenees, the Alps, the Coibaba, the Alborz, the Caucasus, the Himalayas. You get the drift. Anyway, 80% of this bird's diet is bones. 80% is bones! And although these birds have white feathers, let's take a look. It's sort of a status symbol for them to rub dirt in their feathers to make them more orange or red. And if the soil has more iron, the redder the feathers, the more intimidating the bird. As you can see, the bearded vulture likes to snuggle. Aww, have a great day.
Canada goose, shaking it loose. You're not a moose, you're a Canada goose. Hey!
Bird of the day. It's just so good. It's so Liz Cass, we love you. We love you down there in Austin, Texas. Thank you so much for providing us a daily bird interaction. If you would like to thank Liz Cass for the good work that she does on a daily basis, you should contribute to her very own not-for-profit organization called LOLA, Local Opera Local Artists. That's down in Austin, Texas. And boy, does she create some amazing art. Go to lolaaustin.org/donate and make a contribution and help keep Liz doing what she's doing down there in the great state of Texas. It's time for more sponsors, Rach. Do you have sponsors? We got to acknowledge those sponsors. We couldn't do it without them. We love them so much. We're indebted to them.
I really loved when Liz was on and she did an amazing set of pieces of opera.
Which she's an incredible opera singer. As a matter of fact, we used to do a show together in Austin, Texas called Industry Night, and Liz would end every show with an operatic improvised aria where she would recap the entire show. She's an incredibly talented lady. We need to get her back on the show, don't you think?
Yes, we do.
Liz Cass, drop whatever you're doing. We're going to have you on next week's show. Not next week's show, but some show.
At some point.
We're going to have you back. How about furry pics? Are there any more?
Oh my God, there's so many.
There are? There's more than just the ones that we've shown?
There's literally hundreds.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's see a couple.
Here's one from Jeff Waz. Is his baby.
Jeff Waz. What's the baby's name? Do we know the baby's name?
Yeah.
That's a little wiener dog.
It's a wiener dog.
He's cute.
Yes, he is. This is from JC Payne.
Look at those troublemakers.
I made another overlay. You want to see?
I do. Floof overload.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you.
That'll come in handy during the cuteness Thunderdome later on.
Okay, here's one of the front runners. This is from Gabriella DeCarli.
Right here in Harrisburg.
Right here in Harrisburg.
Oh my goodness. She looks like she's about to go for a bike ride that gets hit by a tornado, and then she goes on to a wonderful adventure in a land of color.
That's a really good story, Chris. You should write that down.
Just imagined it in my brain. Is that all of them?
No, there's more. Do we want more?
No. Let's move on. This is going very well. We've clearly done our preparation work here. I just want to say I have the utmost respect for Rachel Landon and she's mashing buttons and things happen. I did one button and it went wrong. So I really, thank goodness she's there and I'm here. Thank you. You know who else is great? Jeff Luttermoser. I love him too. If you watched our online version of Angels in America, he played Prior Walter. If you've been to any theater in Harrisburg in the last couple of years, you've been treated to a performance by Jeff Luttermoser. He's a heck of an actor. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. Yeah. But he on his time off volunteers at the Humane Society. And so I called him up and I said, Jeff, we're doing My Furry Friends. Can you put together a segment about what goes on at the Humane Society? And boy, did he deliver. Now, he couldn't be with us tonight. He's got prior engagements, so we're just going to go right to the tape. But this is a two-parter. This is a 1-2 punch of humane things, society. So let's just roll the tape.
Thank God.
No. He looks like the kid from can they still hear me?
Yeah.
He looks like the kid from Close Encounters of the Third Kind when he goes looking for toys.
Spoiler alert. All right, anyway, we're gonna go to the clip.
Play video.
Hi, my name is Jeff Luttermoser, and I'm going to talk a little bit today about my experience as a volunteer at the Humane Society of Harrisburg. There's lots of ways that you can get involved or help if you have any interest in that. And so I'm going to talk about 3 big ways today. And I'd also like to introduce you to my dog, Freya. We rescued her 3 years ago, and our lives have been better ever since. So let's get started. So, one of the best ways that you can help or you might be able to suggest this to somebody else who's interested in helping, is to actually adopt an animal who needs a home. Or you can also foster an animal who needs a home. And so I often get asked when I'm volunteering and just walking dogs around the property, people will come up to me and say, how do we do this? How does this happen? Especially in the time of a pandemic. Well, the Humane Society has thought of that. And so the best place to go, as I'm sure everyone knows, is the website. So here I'm on the Humane Society website, and I just want to show you a couple quick things because of the pandemic, they're doing virtual adoptions. So you can't actually just go into the shelter and walk around and see all the different animals right now. But you can go online, and if you go to the Adopt tab and the Adoptable Pets tab, it'll show you all the different pets that need homes now. And what you'll do if you find a pet and you read their profile and you think that it would be a really good fit for you and for your family and for your household, then you can just fill out the application. It's pretty quick, and they'll process the application and they'll get back to you. And then they'll schedule a meet and greet. So you do get to actually meet the animal that you're taking home. You actually can't take home an animal without everyone in your household, including pets, having interacted with it in some way to make sure that everything is good. So they are pretty thorough. All the pets are well cared for while they're in the shelter. Some of them come to the shelter in pretty bad shape, but they get cleaned up and taken care of before they're ready to be rehomed. So the adoption application and information is all under the Adopt tab here on the website. The other thing I mentioned is that you might want to foster an animal, which basically means that you're providing a space in your home for the animal to live comfortably, so they're not in a shelter, kennel. And if you have a space in your home that you can sort of close off, that's just for animals who are being fostered. So they would be away from pretty much everything else. They're away from any pets you might have, but you are there, you're interacting with them daily, you're taking care of them, feeding them, loving them, and giving them a place to grow until they find their home. So if you're interested in fostering, there's a way to do that. If you go under the Get Involved tab and you go to the foster information, you can fill out an application there.
That picture of Jeff Luttermoser is criminally adorable.
Yeah.
Carrie Guffey is the little actor that, well, he's no longer, he's grown up now, but he was in that movie.
Is that what happens to kids?
They grow up, yes, even when they're abducted by aliens, which this little kid was in that movie. And Jeff reminded me of that. Sorry, if you haven't seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind yet, that is what happens. Also, thank you, Jeff Luttermoser, for that. Wow, just good, really cool. Never David Foster Wallace. You want to foster animals? You don't want to David Foster Wallace an animal. That is never good. That's just a whole lot of literary work for most animals. You don't want to foster Brooks an animal, as Ray Colgan pointed out. And I've also heard, as much as fostering is important, you never banana foster an animal. Never banana foster an animal. Never foster grant an animal. Okay, we've got it. If you want to tip Jeff Luttermoser, he says, no, I don't want you to tip me. I want you to contribute to the Humane Society. Naturally, go to the Humane Society, hbg.org, to contribute to our local Humane Society. And I'll tell you what, there's more from Jeff coming up. He's not done. He's got so much more to talk about. Really, the Humane Society does amazing work. But we had to interject because we've got to get a little bit of mojo into this show. And when I think of mojo, I think of the Werners. I do. I think of the Werners. They've got mojo in just buckets of mojo. Did you guys bring your buckets of mojo with you?
Yeah.
We got plenty in reserves.
You got them in like bags behind the piano.
Yeah, they're in big trash bags.
Good.
Behind the
Well, how do you feel like the show is going so far, Werner?
I think it's going really well.
so
I
tight.
wish our landlord would let us have a pet because all of them are fantastic.
We're jealous.
And fabulous.
Well, please do have a conversation with your landlord because there are so many cats at my house, and
Also,
at least 4 of them need to go to your house.
Ari, who is a friend of our show, has a pregnant cat who gave birth today 4 kittens.
We have a picture, well, not of the birth, but just of the cat.
of the very pregnant kitty. Yes, and that's we were kitty sitting 2 weeks ago because she was very, very pregnant. But yes, she had 4
small but very pregnant.
healthy, very tiny.
She wears it well. She wears it very well. You would never even.
Florence, my niece. So congratulations to that family.
Absolutely,
and all the kids are doing really well. So we're really happy about that.
Hey, the Werners, what are you going to sing for us today?
All right, tonight I'm going to sing. This is probably one of my top requested songs. It's from a new musical called Six, which is about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, and it's done like a pop concert kind of. And I'm going to be singing a song called Heart of Stone, which is sung by Jane Seymour, who was actually one of the only wives that he did not divorce or murder. So it's a love song. Take it away. You got a good heart, but I know it changes. A restless tide, untamable. You came my way, and I knew a storm would come too. You lift me high, and let me fall. But I took your hand, promised I'd withstand, and he blazed you through my way. 'Cause something inside, it solidified, and I knew I'd always stay. You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable. You can do your best, but I'll stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable. When the fire's burned, the wind has blown, the water's dried, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. You say we're perfect, a perfect family. You hold us close for the world to see. And when I say you're the only one I've ever loved, I mean those words truthfully. But I know without my son, our love could disappear. And no, it isn't fair, but I don't care, 'cause my love will still be here. You can build me up, you can tear me down, you can try, but I'm unbreakable. You can do your best, but I'll stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable. When the fire's burned, the wind has blown, the water's dry, you'll still find stone. My heart of stone. Soon I'll have to go. I'll never see him grow, but my son will know he'll never be alone. 'Cause when the rivers run dry and leave these scars behind, I'll be by your side. 'Cause my love is set in stone. I will stand the test. You'll find that I'm unshakable. When the fire's burned, the wind has blown, the water's dry, you'll still find snow. My heart of stone can't break me, can't break me. Oh, can't break me, can't break me. When the fire's burned, the wind has blown, the water's dry, you'll still find snow. My heart of stone.
You muted yourself.
I muted myself. I was overcome with emotion. I was verklempt, and so I muted myself. And yes, I just want to say thanks, Joey B. Now you tell me. Now, thanks, Joey B. Okay, let's just come on in. Yeah, bring it in. Bring all the criticism, all the constructive, it's constructive criticism. Anyway, what I was trying to say was that was a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
And a beautiful song. And that if you're not moved by that, you're probably immovable. But if you have been moved, move your hand to your digital wallet and open it up and tip the Werners on Venmo at n-werner-86 and show them some love, because my God, they just showed us some. Thank you, Nick and Stacey. And for those of you who might be concerned that the Natch game has disappeared, it has not disappeared.
Whoa.
It has crawled off into a corner, and it's sort of heaving and pulsing and becoming into its final form. So I'm just going to say, stick around for the Natch game. It will be coming back in a bigger, more gruesome, sort of drunkener way down the line. And not tonight, but soon. Just don't worry about it. Anyway, how about sponsors? How about the people who? Yeah, thank you. now the people are demanding that the mute button be turned back on. Okay, how about some sponsors? We love the sponsors. Without them, we couldn't do what we do. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you for contributing to the arts. And I think we need to get back to Jeff Luttermoser.
Yeah.
Because he has some really, really very just great video on the Humane Society. And enough of me. Let's just go to it. Let's just roll that tape.
Donations are a great way to help. If you don't have time or space or the ability to actually adopt or foster an animal. But if you do have a little bit of disposable income, or you have some things that you think might be useful to the shelter, that's a great way to help. So I would go to the website again, and under Get Involved, there's a Donate tab, and it tells you basically what they need. There is a wish list with things just helpful in running the shelter, practical items, but also dog food, cat food, toys, and lots of other things that will be helpful in making the lives of these animals just a little more comfortable. So donations are a great way to help. The best ways to help is to become a volunteer. You can socialize cats or walk dogs. All you got to do is fill out an application and attend a short orientation. But instead of me telling you all about it, let me show you what it's like to volunteer. I got a few video clips that I want to share.
This is the look of a man who hasn't been outside in 3 days. The dogs the society would take in, you can see it still has a collar on, so there was no information. I think it just came in off the streets. But he's clearly trained. He's a good boy. Hey, can you sit? Sato. He's very interested in some groundhogs. And he's a hound dog. Love him. I would just like to state for the record that Jada is a very good girl. She was so great about getting leashed up, about getting back in her kennel. She was great on the walk. She's such a sweet lady. Come and adopt her.
Oh my gosh. The cuteness. I was not prepared for the cuteness of this show. I did not properly stretch or warm up. Jeff Luttermoser, thank you for providing us with that adorable video. And gosh, folks, get out there and check out the Humane Society. Here in Harrisburg, we go to humanesociety.hbg.org. You can go there and contribute, make a donation, or take part in the process, volunteer, whatever you can do. Oh yeah, Patty, absolutely. It's a great thing to do. Volunteerism is a beautiful thing, and gosh, when you get to volunteer with beautiful animals, what a great thing to do.
I like animals more than people.
She likes animals more than me. There's way more animals in our house than there is me.
Yeah, you are outnumbered.
Vastly. So yes, do contribute. Don't tip Jeff. Jeff would rather you tip the Humane Society, hbg.org. How about some furry pics? Do we have any more? Or we've probably exhausted. No, there's more?
Are you ready for a floof overload?
I am not ready. I'm on record as not being ready, but let's see them. Let's see what we got. Floof me.
Francesca sent this picture to Winston and Gigi.
They are best friends.
They're best friends. They're spooning. There's a little spoon and a big spoon.
The little spoon is bigger than the big spoon.
Okay, we've got some kitty pics too. This is from Matt Wohl.
Look at that contemplative kitten.
Yeah. So beautiful. A beautiful shot. Great camera work.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Very well. Matt is a very, very talented guy. Matt Wall, former Orlando Fringe producer.
Oh.
Now, I believe up in the Northeast.
This is Kelsey Lynn Finstad's.
That chick.
Yes.
Look at the eyes on the cat.
Yes. I think this is Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Ferguson. And there's the eyes and then the perma frown that's going on there that is just
so cute. Okay.
I don't know if I can say it. Whoa! That's Jason Fickley's pet. I've seen this. I've seen it at his house.
Oh, he's cute.
It's called Zool. He's so cute.
Yeah.
No fur on any of the furniture.
It's hypoallergenic.
Hypoallergenic.
Yeah.
Slightly demonic.
Yeah. And then,
is that it? Or is that all of them?
Oh, we have so many more. This is from Patrick Hughes. This is one of his chickens.
Fine looking bird.
That is a fine looking bird. This is Beatrice.
Sure.
Yeah. Or I believe they also call her the speckled one.
The speckled one.
The speckled one.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was your floof overload.
Oh, I don't know if I can take it. I think I need a break. I think I need to just decompress. I need to shake it off. I need to walk it off.
Yeah.
But you had better not. You had better stick around because we have some very important messages for you to pay attention to. They're coming up right now.
HPG free.
We're here at Sweet Days. Alcohol-infused delight. Chocolate bourbon. She's on record. Cupcakes and booze. What's your store called?
112 Science Studio.
We're here at Aria Healing Arts, which is super cool collages. I got some great incense at Thomasina's Health and Wellness. It smells like my astrological sign.
Hey there, I'm Jace and I was born and raised in the Pittsburgh area, a true Yinzer. I'd like to show you a side of Pittsburgh you won't find on the Travel Channel or any local tours. This is my Pittsburgh. These are Pittsburgh's hidden treasures. Let's start with the local cuisine. Sure, you've probably heard all about how Pittsburgh likes to put fries on sandwiches, fries on salads, fries on birthday cakes. But there's so much more to the local food scene than that. One hidden gem I like to frequent is a local burger joint called Wendy's Old Fashioned Hamburgers. The origins of the name of this eatery have been lost to history. But one thing that hasn't been lost is Wendy's truly Pittsburgh take on burgers. In fact, Pittsburgh is a melting pot of different cultural cuisines. Visit the city and you'll find fantastic local offerings for Mexican food, British, Chinese, Kentuckian, Scottish, and bigot. Pittsburgh's got a lot to offer to the art scene, with several well-known museums. However, Pittsburgh's least known and most underappreciated art installation can be viewed for free on a stone wall in Pittsburgh's South Side. This piece, created by an unknown artistic collective, has captured the imaginations of local fine art aficionados. Its meaning and intent remain as mysterious as the identity of the artists themselves. We can only presume that the de facto name of the piece, Sucker Ball Wee Wee Head, may hold the key to some of its mysteries. Regardless, a free exhibit of fine art such as this is truly, remarkably, uniquely Pittsburgh. Speaking of mysteries, there exists in the Pittsburgh area a geographical aberration that baffles all those who encounter it. In one of the city's suburbs, you'll find a truly remarkable neighborhood with a street that doesn't simply continue, nor does it abruptly end. Rather, the street expands into a sort of circle, which, by following its course, actually puts you back on the street you came in on, but in the opposite direction. I hesitate to reveal the name of the street here because the residents have likely had their fill of tourists and gawkers coming in from all over to catch a first-hand glimpse. I will reveal that locals seem to have nicknamed it the cul-de-sac. I'm guessing because of something to do with early French settlements in the area. There's nothing unusual about finding a bridge in Pittsburgh. In fact, there are 446 bridges within the city limits. However, an unusual, some might say paranormal phenomenon sometimes occurs on Pittsburgh's 10th Street Bridge. At a certain time of day, when the light hits the bridge just right, one can cross over the bridge and experience the sensation of being suspended over the water, almost as if the bridge itself allows you to hover over the river. Just be careful, because if you step off the bridge, the illusion ends. I hope you enjoyed my personal tour of some of the most remarkable and uniquely Pittsburgh things that my city has to offer. Yins come back now and at. And remember, Sucker Ball Wee Wee Head.
That's good. That's him. That's the picture of him. That was educational.
Wow.
I was born in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
And I didn't know. I mean, when I think of Pittsburgh, I think of the Cathedral of Knowledge and Carnegie Mellon and the Warhol exhibit at the, and yet now I know Sucker Ball Pee-Pee Head. I got to get there. I got to check it out. I mean, these are the kind of things when you're at home, you never explore your own backyard. And Jace Fickley is famous for exploring his own backyard. Well, thank you, my cousin, for contributing such fine comedy content. If you would like to contribute to the Jace Fickley Fund, and I recommend that you do, but he does not. He says, no, don't give me money. Give money instead to Color of Change, which is a heck of an awesome organization. Go to colorofchange.org and you'll find out exactly what I mean. Thank you, Jason. Jason? Jason. Well,
we've only had half a bottle of wine.
We've only had half of 4 bottles of wine, and now look at us. Let's talk about our sponsors. Let's sober up. Let's talk about the important things.
Yeah.
How about furry pictures? Do we have more of them?
So many.
We're not ready to go into the Thunderdome yet.
No, not yet.
But we do want a sort of a teaser, an appetizer, if you will, of the cuteness that will you?
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's put it up.
not?
Let's
I guess
see
in
some of
front
these
of
pictures.
everybody, sure.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so this is Maggie Haynes' doggo.
Mango.
His name is Mango.
Her name is Mango.
Her name is Mango.
That's right.
Well,
She's
I don't
beautiful.
think that dogs adhere to gender norms.
I don't either.
No.
I don't either. But she's a goofy girl,
Yes,
and she's adorable.
Yeah. This is okay. Oh my God, how did that get in there?
Look at that adorable mess. Oh my gosh, you know what? Funny thing about these kittens is they could be yours.
Yes.
Please make them yours.
Yeah.
These cats have taken over our TV room.
Yeah.
That is Miss Essie or Side-Eye McStripe.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle there is Smudge, just like Prince or Madonna. It's just Smudge. And then with the big yawn there is Cheyenne.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cheyenne
formerly
is
known as Shy.
not shy
She's
anymore.
not shy anymore. You can adopt one of these through furryfriendsnetwork.org, and that is the organization that I actually volunteer for. I guess I should say we. I do make Chris.
I do a little bit of work.
Yeah.
I just clean the boxes mainly, but yeah.
That's why I married you.
much all I do.
Okay, so
All I bring to the table.
so I'm also going to have a couple of our staff show picks. Since they are not in the top running, this is Rachel's pick, which is Hillary Hinson's little doggo, dressed like a gnome.
He's got a little hat and he's got a little vest.
Yeah. And then this is Chad Michelson's pick that did not make the top 5, but they wanted to celebrate it.
How did this adorable animal not make the top 5? I can see Chad Michelson ripping his hair out right now. That is really that's an adorable dog.
Michael Morrison's doggo, Parker.
Oh, Michael Morrison down there in Houston, Texas.
Down in Houston, Texas.
Oh, what a cutie.
Yeah. And we do have our top 5, which is really exciting.
We're not going there yet.
But we're not.
We are not ready to enter the Thunderdome.
Wait, what did you say?
We're not ready to enter the Thunderdome.
Cuteness Thunderdome.
Cuteness Thunderdome. That comes later. We've got so much more before we get to the Cuteness Thunderdome. First, we need to go to check out our dear friend, your friend, my friend.
Yes.
Everybody in Harrisburg knows and loves Karen Ruch.
Yeah.
And tonight she is our TNR friend. And you'll know what that means. Hey, Karen, how are you?
Hi, Gibby. How are you?
Well, I'm just fine. I'm a little overwhelmed by all the cuteness. How about you?
It is very overwhelming. There's so much cuteness.
You are you have a lot of cuteness at your house, not just indoors but outdoors. You've got so many kitties.
True. It's very true. I have 3 kitties inside. Well, 3 of my own kitties, and I have 2 little foster kittens right now that I rescued. They were little feral kittens in my backyard, and I snagged them. And
there's always the qualifications of the technical cats and the actual cats that belong to you. I have to say, I'm a big fan of cats, but Piper the black cat is
Piper is like right behind this screen, laying comfortably and cleaning herself. So
Piper knows I love her. She knows I love her. She can hear me. Piper, you hear me? I love you. I miss you. Karen, you have been tirelessly working at your TNR efforts this summer, and we sincerely appreciate the work that you put to educate the folks about this. So I'm going to go and just run the tape, and I just want to say that I love you and thank you so much for contributing to this show.
Hi, I'm Karen Ruch, and I'm Chris's TNR friend. TNR stands for Trap, Neuter, and Release, and it is a method of controlling the population and taking care of feral cats. Feral animals are a problem all over the world, but certainly a problem in my little neighborhood where there tend to be a lot of stray cats. People sometimes move out of this neighborhood and leave their animals behind, which is not only very sad, but it also leaves an animal and the potential for growth of population behind for somebody else to take care of. Well, in my neighborhood, that person has become me. It has become my mission to trap and care for as many of these feral cats as I possibly can. And to date, I have trapped and either adopted out or neutered and released over 20 cats. The first step is to trap. And for that, you need a trapping cage. I got this cage from Angel Pets, which is an amazing organization. And the first step is to start getting your cats acclimated to eating inside of it. It may seem like that would be a difficult thing, but feral cats are very food motivated. Once you have your cats acclimated to eating inside the cage, then you can set it up to try to trap. And this can be a really exciting day. So there's this little, very simple mechanism. It's just a pin. You put it in this hole in the door. Et voila. Kitty goes in to eat. You're standing far away, very far away. And when the kitty is in there eating, you just pull the pin. And it's shut. Once you've trapped your cat, it's really important to throw a towel or a blanket over top of it. That will keep them calm and they won't be hurt themselves trying to escape from the cage. Then you need to move them to a location indoors if you can, into a garage, a shed, or something like that where they can be protected. So keep them protected, keep them calm, and keep them in a dark and comfortable place until it is ready to send them off to be neutered. Okay, now that you've got your cats trapped and they're contained and safe, now it's time to take them to the clinic to get vetted. So once you have your appointment and you take in your cats, usually they have to go in the morning and they need to be picked up in the afternoon. Not only will they be spayed and neutered, but they will be given a deworming treatment and they will be treated for fleas and they'll be given a general health checkup. So it's time to release your kitties. You've trapped them, you've had them vetted, and now it is time for them to go back into the wild. Release them as soon as you possibly can, but definitely give them as much time to recover as possible, just to protect their incisions and things like that. But once you release them, just let them go. All you have to do is take the cage outside, covered, again, to reduce their stress, and open the door. My experience is many of those cats may disappear for a few hours or for a day, but they will very likely be right back that evening or maybe the next day to eat because they know they have a reliable food source with you. Consistently feeding your feral cats is definitely the key to keeping them engaged and ensuring that you'll be able to trap them. This is not a feral cat. This is my inside cat, Fiona. And she just kept meowing while I was making the video, so I thought I'd bring her out and have her be part of it. So it can be a lot of work, and definitely you want to, after you have taken care of your feral cat colony as far as vetting them, you want to take care of them. Keep feeding them, provide them some shelter to take care of them. But the important thing is to get them spayed and neutered to control the population. And that's all about TNR. Say bye, Fiona. Bye, Fiona.
Oh, the final meow just to break your heart if it wasn't broken enough. Thank you, my dear friend Karen Ruch. That was just beautiful and more than beautiful, very educational and helpful. And if you would like to contribute to Karen's efforts and the efforts locally here in Harrisburg to control the cat population, go to nobodiescats.org, make a contribution, or start a TNR program yourself. Yeah. Gosh, it just so cool. So very, very cool. And so many amazing animals that we've seen on the show. Unfortunately, now it's time for a cuddly blood match.
Oh, okay.
It's time for the Cuteness Thunderdome.
Cuteness Thunderdome!
I need everybody on. I need everybody. I need the Werners. I need Chad Michelson. I need.
Oh, hi. Hello.
So many people.
So
here. It's going down.
Oh yeah, it is going down. It's a long time coming. There's a lot of cute animals out there.
Yes.
But
But there can be only one.
there, much like the Highlander, there can be only one cuteness in the Thunderdome. And Chad, have you narrowed it down to the top 5?
I have narrowed it down to the top 5 thanks to all of our friends in the Facebook group.
Okay.
We have
Wait,
some
hold on, Chad.
cute contenders.
Just hold 1 second. I've been told that I'm remiss and that I have neglected. This is something that we've been planning for weeks, months, and the Werners have prepared a very special theme song for the Thunderdome. I would love it if the Werners would play that theme song now.
Okay, here we go. All the children say we don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. All we want is life beyond the Thunderdome. The cuteness Thunderdome.
That's damn right. That is damn right.
Thank you.
Nicely played, the Werners. Beautiful.
Thank you so much. We worked so hard.
Learn that an hour ago.
I was gonna say, I think I asked you an hour ago to do that song. That's great.
It's my favorite Tina Turner
so much fun. To me, it's fun. I don't really. The rest of you, I hope you're having as much fun as I am. And thank you, the Werners. How about let's see, in no order of opinion. We're not going to give any sort of, we've literally put no work into this, so nobody knows what's going on. I'm just going to call it on the fly. But we're going to see all 5 of the top contenders of the most cuteness that's on the internet right now. And we'll all just acknowledge them. We won't make any votes or anything like that. But then Chad will let us know who has the least amount of those 5. And then if there's a tiebreaker, we will collectively as a panel decide who gets the cuteness. But let's start with just the 5 finalists, the 5 gladiators, the adorable gladiators that are entering the cuteness Thunderdome. Who do we got?
Okay, so this is in no way rigged, but all of these 5 top contenders are either employed by Open Stage or have been contracted by Open Stage.
In no way rigged. In no way rigged.
No way rigged.
It's nice to know.
Okay, so here's our number 1. And of course, we couldn't have a top contender. We couldn't have a Thunderdome without Hank the Tank.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm bringing Vesta.
Yes. He is contracted with Open Stage, but not with our show.
Yes.
Vesta.
He's not on our show. He is a TOV exclusive.
Honestly, I don't think he's that cute. Like, I don't see it.
Whoa.
How could you say
Getting all
that
of
about my little Hank?
Look at them.
And I hear they have a severe drinking problem too. So like,
He looks
I don't
like
have
a
a
little
drinking problem,
Simba.
except when I
I
get
don't think it's about me, but Hank is from my backyard, so
I know, and Hank is like perfect and really cute. It's fine.
I should also warn the audience that 3 out of the 5 top contenders have come from Karen's backyard. This is from our artistic director, Stuart Landon. This is Lady the Cat.
Just lounging, just goofing.
I think it's a win for that picture alone.
She cannot be bothered. She cannot be bothered.
Yeah.
I think I saw this in a museum one
sure
time.
Is great. Sure is
he's
great.
a lady.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
That lady's a tramp.
Yeah, that cat looks like it's about to like get it. Get it hard.
Okay, moving on. We'll show a dog now. We have only 1 dog in the top 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hard to believe.
Oh, but that is precious.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Who is that?
This is Ryan Starr's doggo.
Oh.
I don't remember this dog's name, but this is
That's a solid pup.
Starr's puppy.
Does anybody know Ryan Sparr's puppy's name? We need this information now. He may not survive the Thunderdome if we don't know his name. We don't even know it's a he.
Yeah. We have no. We prepared very well.
We literally done no prep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Oh, here we go. Speaking of kittens from Karen's backyard, Phaedra.
Little baby.
Yeah. So Karen, you are currently Phaedra is in one of your guest rooms right now, right?
She is. She's one of the little foster kittens that I am socializing, and she's becoming less spicy by the moment.
Do we think that Phaedra is in fact Hank's sibling?
Probably not, because they seem to be very different in age and size. But honestly, this entire feral cat population is all very much related, if you know what
Very
I'm
happy
saying.
family. Yep.
Speaking of, we have one more kitten, and the other front runner is also from Bree and Liz's house. This is Tim.
Tim.
He's been adopted by Bree Dow and Liz Curtis, and might be one of Hank's sisters. We're not sure.
Tim is actually Phaedra's sister.
Oh!
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say, Tim and MTFL are.
I feel like there's a lot of nepotism going on here.
We are in negotiations.
Keep it in the family. Keep it in the family.
Okay.
You might see more of Tim here, but okay. So that's the 5 finalists.
Yeah.
That is
Should we do it again? You want to do it again?
Boom. Okay.
Okay.
We need to see those again, and then does anyone want to make a?
No cases yet. No cases yet. First
This
we.
is Phaedra.
Mhm.
That's Lady.
Yeah.
That's Ryan's doggo, and this is Tim.
And Tim.
And 4 of the 5 are tabby cats.
That's true.
Yeah. A lot of us in here.
So here's the deal: the panel at large, this distinguished body, will only break ties. We will only break ties. Okay. So Chad, you have the rankings there. Can you tell us who of those 5 adorable little floofs is not quite as adorable as the rest of them?
The floof that is not as floofy as the other floofs, I'm sorry to say, is Tim.
The hell
Number 5.
The hell you say? Oh, Tim.
That's how you know it's tough competition here in the Thunderdome.
Thunder done, Tim. Well, we'll see. That may not be Tim's last appearance on the show. We don't know. Just Stacey. Stacey's on record as. What were you going to do? You were going to Tanya Harding, Tim. Is that what was going to happen?
No, Hank. Hank.
Oh, just Hank. Okay. Okay.
I feel like they're a condescending cat. Like, I don't know.
Most
condescending.
Most
well, yeah, most cats are very condescending, but I don't know.
I agree, Bree.
Bree is furious. Bree is.
I just don't enjoy being upstaged by something cuter and more talented than me. That's all. It's like it's not a jam.
Okay.
So now there are 5 entered, but only 4 remain. Chad, you have to tell us: is there an obvious person who's not going to make it?
We actually have a tie for third.
Okay, so this is the panel. So who's tied?
So it is Lady and Hank the Tank are tied.
Yeah.
This brings it right home.
So
this is
now to the panel.
Thunder done.
Nobody's done yet.
And TOV, Hank the Tank.
Well, Tank. Oh yeah. Oh yes, they're both Thunder done. Oh, I get it. Because now we only really decide the final tie.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not paying attention to the show.
No preparation.
No, they're both done. They're both Thunder done. Well, we love you both.
So just so we're clear, here's our 2 finalists. We've Phaedra, and we've got Ryan Spar's doggo. Unnamed.
Ryan Spar's unnamed doggo. Somebody stat. Get Ryan Spar on the internet and find out what his dog's name is.
Quick, I'll Google it.
This is critical. Yeah, Google it.
Not rigged, Matthew Golden. Just cute.
All of the cute.
I'm scrolling through a lot of bread.
Rihanna's on record too. So who are we now? So wait a minute now. Chad, is it a clear decision or is it up to the panel?
It is a clear decision.
First or first place?
We say second place first. Second place is a set of steak knives. Third place is you're fired. So Glenn Ross reference. Thank you very much. So who is the least cute of the two cutest pets, Chad?
With only one like discrepancy. Oh wow. It's a dog day for Ryan Sparr's doggo. Oh no. Second place.
If only we'd known that poor dog's name.
Which means the winner of the Cuteness Thunderdome. Give Ryan Sparr's doggo a moment to shine. Is this little cutie?
Yes.
Well, she'll be thrilled. Everybody else
She will be thrilled, and she will be available for adoption as soon as she is socialized and ready.
Well, I'll tell you what. If she doesn't get adopted from this show, I don't know what you got to do. I mean, look, the whole internet, potentially billions of people are watching this show. Trillions. somebody's gonna take Phaedra to her forever home. Well, you know what?
Oh wait, Karen, where can Phaedra be adopted?
Currently just through me. So right now she's just being socialized and she has yet to be an official foster available through an official network. But anybody who's interested can contact me. And you can follow her progress on my Instagram.
All right. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
There you have it. These 5 adorable pets all came in with their heads held high, but only Phaedra survived to do something. Clean her.
Plan this out really well.
Go on.
Survived to nap another day.
I'm really going with that joke.
What I'm surprised at is how well it went, considering how little work we did.
Yeah.
I think that the credit goes to Rachel Landon. And her skills on the keyboard. She just mashes them keys and good things happen. And I think that the credit goes to all of those Karen Ruch, you and your loving cat fosterhood, and Vesta Rash, and your loving dog groominess. Chad, you get no love at all. Just no love at all. Nothing at all.
No, I will give you love.
There you go. You get some love from Stacey.
Thanks.
You win the Cuteness Thunderdome.
Oh, Chad, the real winner. Adorable. Get Chad off the screen. And now it's time for the Werners. Werners, don't take us out quite yet. I've been a little bit overwhelmed by the cuteness. I have to admit, I've had a little bit of a cuteness buzz going on. So right now, I just want to take just a brief amount of time to thank our guests. Thank you, Vesta Rash. Thank you, Jeff Luttermoser. Thank you, Karen Ruch. Thank you, Liz Cass. Thank you, Brent Lipscomb. Thank you even to David Richwine. Yeah, I'll say it. I'll say it once. I won't say it again. Thanks, Patrick Hughes. Thanks, Jason Fickley. Thanks, Liz Curtis. And thank you, Wayne Landon. And thank you, Dan McGregor, Rochester's own. The little Rochester that could. He upped our technical prowess, our technical strength.
I think is the fidelity.
The fidelity is strong because of you, Dan McGregor. Thank you, Chad Michelson. I tease Chad because Chad is eminently
easy to tease,
but easily teased. But you know what? Chad does a good job, no matter what I say. And Rachel, I'm on record with being a big fan of yours.
Okay.
But Nick and Stacey, the anchors of the show, I'm gonna give it to you. I love you. I love you both.
Love you too.
Mwah. Can you take us out?
Absolutely. Tomorrow is this guy's birthday.
Sure is.
And he very rarely gets to have happy birthday sang to him because he's always playing it. So I'm going to say happy birthday, baby. I love you so much. And with that, I'll leave you with this. My talented